Hello, hello, hello. This is Frida. Welcome to my channel. 2015, I made a tutorial on how to crochet the edge using this technique. Sorry about that. I have a terrible voice, but I just had to do this tutorial because I kept on postponing since 2015. So I will link the tutorial, which I made it in 2015. This is not a new stitch. I saw a couple of two tutorials that they're saying it's new, but it's not new. I've been making scarves like this in the picture. I believe 2008, 2009, and I sold lots and lots of these. It used up lots of yarn because it's a puff stitch. And here I did a demonstration. I was teaching a lady how to make this stitch, which I should have done a tutorial, right? You think about it, but you don't think then. I believe this was in 2013. So here is a sample I made on the edges on a bridal shrug. Here's a scarf, and here is me showing how to do it. And I wanted to share you this diagram. Here it is. You can screenshot it. You can copy it. This is how it's done. I think I got this from a Russian, but they don't exist anymore. So 2003 maybe I copied it. I can't remember. It was really popular then. This stitch, it's so easy, but like I said, you have lots of yarn. Okay. And you need to have a one weight to create this beautiful, beautiful look. One weight yarn or zero weight, anything that you have thin. But for this tutorial, I'm going to do it with a 4-weight. So I'll wanted to show you. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah, I went back, and unfortunately there's no links, and I even did a tutorial. I don't know what happened, but the video is gone on Facebook. I click it, it's not opening. I don't know what Facebook did. So yeah, so I'm gonna do this on YouTube for everyone to see, and it's free. I don't charge anybody. Okay, so it's not new. I just want to point out, and you need to have lots of yarn. Okay, so I went into my stash, and I have this that I have hoarded because we couldn't find this yarn in Canada, here in Edmonton, Alberta. But now we can find this yarn. It's just lovely, and I love the colorway, and I thought it would be perfect to do the tutorial. Okay, so here is the scarf that I started. Doesn't this look lovely? I love the texture. It's gigantic. So this is the front, and this is the back of the work. Okay. I do have a tutorial for a bobble stitch, which I made when I first started on YouTube, 2010, I believe, or 2011, I can't remember. But that's one of my old tutorials, but that's done differently. So this is done in puff stitches. Okay. So I'm just gonna grab this yarn, and then I'm going to start. I'm just gonna do a short, like not wide as this. You can make as wide as you need. Okay. In between, it's done in 5 chains. So I would say make chain multiple of 5 as long as you want. So I'm just going to do 15. 15, that's all I'm going to do, just for tutorial purposes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. This is going to be a short one, maybe 3 bobble stitches. I'm going, not bobble stitches, puff stitches I'm going to be making. So 3. So on this one, I believe I have more than 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I have. So I'm going to move this aside because the camera keeps on focusing on that. For I wouldn't say this tutorial would be good for friendly beginners because you need to know how to do the puff stitch, right? It's really easy actually. I would say anyone can make this, work on this. But the thing is, yeah, if you're new, I wouldn't jump into it, right? Work on your puff stitches. So after making 15 chain, let me just make this a little bit closer here. So I'm going to pull this, and I'm going to, right here on this last chain that we did, because this is the first row, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pull this at once and chain 1 to secure it. Okay, I'm going to chain 1 to go up, and I'm going to pull it again. Okay, my trick, I want to share you my trick. I go between this chain and here. So I grab those 2 loops and I start making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then I pull and I secure it. The reason I grab those 2, because if you grab the 1 loop, this will get longer. This between there will be a space, and we don't want that, right? So come where the chain that we did, just grab that leg here, and then make a slip stitch as tight as you can. Okay, I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I am going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th, I'm going to make a single crochet. Okay. My yarn just dropped. And then I'm going to pull, chain 1 just to be on the safe side, pull up. It's just the first one that we do that, but here on from now on, this is what we're going to do. So can you see the space here? I grab those 2 loops and then I pull, because I don't want this to get longer, because I'm going to be pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull and then chain right away to secure it. Okay, go up again, and then I'm going to grab, like I said, I grab these 2. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 4. And 5. Pull and then chain, and then, or you don't have to chain the second. So I'm going to come right back where we were and then make a slip stitch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to the 5th chain and then make a single crochet, chain 1, 2, 4. Yeah, 2, 4. Okay, I wish I chained 16 because I want to make another one here. Okay, one, go up, try to pull as high as you can. And then you can do this way as well if you want. You can go in between here as well as you want. Either way would work. So one, I pull it by 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I wanted to have it fat and big and bulky. Pull and then go up and then make another one. Grab it. 1, 2, 3, and then fold it, and then come where the same spot and make a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm making 5 chains. The reason I'm making, you can make 6, you can make 7, but don't make bigger than that, because what happens is these baubles will, these puff stitches will go in between these chains, and we don't want that. We want them in the front, right? This is the front. Okay, so I know there's 4 chain, but I'm gonna make another one. I wish I chained 16. So if you want to chain an extra, that would be great. So let me make my last one here. And then I'm going to chain 1 to go up, and then pull this, and then make another puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can work it with a solid color, but I would prefer with a variegated yarn, because this way I'll just show you. Let's make my last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull and secure, and then come back, and right there make a slip stitch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to turn our work. Okay, this is what I mean by if you work with a different color. Okay, when you turn your work, you will see the first row that we worked is here. That's how I determine it by the color. And this is the second row that we worked on. So on the third, I'm going to pull this in the front, and then right here I'm going to make a single crochet. So I know that this is the second row by the color. That's how you would figure out which row you are in. And I think that's a brilliant idea if you're working with one variegated yarn. The more you crochet this, you will get the hang of it, and you will know that which row you are going to be working on. But if you're new, I would highly recommend with a variegated yarn, because this way you can determine which row you are in with the color that you just finished. So I just repeat what I do. It's the same thing over and over. 1, just try to pull as long as you can, because we want those grapes. These are called grape stitches, walnut. In Turkish, it's called fıstık. Fıstık örneği. Then pull 1. Four. Then you fold it. That's the trick. Yeah. And then we chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we come here. Okay. Where those 5 chains is. In between, and I try to put that here. It's a little bit tuck it the front, and then make a single crochet, chain one, go up, one, two, three, four, then again, and then come back and then make a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so when you look at it, this is how it looks. See? So we're going to come right here where the 5-stitch chain is. On the third, make a single crochet. One chain, not two. Then pull it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I showed you 2 ways you can grab it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull and then fold it, grab it there, and then make a slip stitch, and then got in, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're finished that row. Now we're going to start on the next row. Okay, so this is the front, this is the back. You will see it automatically. See, the chains are on the back. So when we're working on this, we're going to come here, and between that 5 chain on the third, we're going to make a puff stitch right there. Okay, after we finish this, we chain 5, and then we come here, and then we make our puff stitch. After that, we come here, and then we make our puff stitch. It's done over and over, over and over, and this is how it looks like. Okay, let me show you one more time. It's very easy. It's just, you just need to get the hang of it. That's all I'm saying. So like I said, I showed you 2 ways. You can grab it like this, or you can go in between like this. Either way, you just need to secure it so this won't get long. If you grab one tail, one loop, then it's going to get long, and we don't want that ugly look. 2, 3, 4. I do 5. You can do as many as you want. Pull, and then go up. 1, 2. I grabbed a 2 here just to show you. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5, 6, 7 chains are good enough. If you make it longer than that, like I said, these baubles are gonna go in between, like they will go in between because the chain is too long, and we always want these on the front standing up like that. And it I just love the texture. And this method is great on working on edges and baby blankets. I did 2, I believe, like this, and I did a tutorial. I think I have a couple, I can't remember. working on the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can make beautiful things with this stitch. Vests would be perfect. Did I already chain one? No, I didn't. Okay, so pull up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I hope this tutorial is informative. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you will see, here is our last one. Just grab it in the middle. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull, pull, and then chain 1, pull up, 1, and as soon as you finish, chain 5 right away. Okay, so again, this is the back of the work, and then you will see where you're going to make your puffs. 1, 2, 3. If you make it wider, you will see the same view. So I would highly recommend to chain up to 6, 7 maybe. 7, I'm not quite sure, but 6, 8, definitely not 8. Okay, so this is all to it. Isn't this fantastic? So I just had to share this tutorial. It's super fun, and the end result is fantastic. Yeah. So I finished with the yellow here, and I'm going to find a skein that has the yellow color so I can continue crocheting with it, because I need to focus on the color, because I don't want to start with the green, right, because I already finished with the green. So I will find the yellow, and I will go from there. Again, this is the yarn that I have crocheted this tutorial with, Super Savers Stripes, and it is the retro stripe. Yeah, we didn't have this yarn for almost 2 years in Canada, but now I see it. I see them, and I grab them when I see them. Yeah, I hoarded them from Hirschner's and from private sellers in the USA, because they were buying it. I went and bought $17. I spent it for one ball on Amazon. I can't believe that I did that. Isn't that weird? But sometimes we do things that we don't usually do. I hope you liked this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit that notification button, so every time I post a new video